as a participant that will join Positive Hackam 2026? Maybe ask more about the experience or something.
Maybe because if I'm not mistaken, kan there's a selection for the participant, or am I wrong?
Yeah, there's a certain process of like we have I don't know hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of applications, and the first simple stage is where you fill the form and simple test and answer it, which is the most important part. Test is like, yeah, answering, picking the right answers in the test is important, but more important is answering the questions where explains your motive, where you find out if you just want to travel to Moscow and have fun. That's the one side, or if you really, really need that education, which is the most important. And then the interview, and then selection. Yeah, something like that.
Maybe
So
Because
so
of that
having
simple question, it makes us more think if this is scam.
it's like huh, so easy. It's like
Yeah, last
so
year it
general
was very
question.
very easy.
Yeah.
What is hmm,
But
what is the
uh-huh.
one in? No, 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 no.
What I
Continue.
hear, what I
That's right.
the willingness
That's right.
to learn. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So so Alex, what is Positive Hackam 2026 is trying to find from the participant right now to get accepted in this program?
Yeah, the answer is very simple. I'm looking for the people. Okay, let's put it like this. Last year we had like 88 people, right? Supposed to be 100, but travel issues, visa issues, crossing the border issues, blah blah blah, whatever it is. 88 people. From my perspective, maybe less than a half of them are still active on, cyberspace, something like that. And out of that less than a half, let's say 10 or 15 are really, really active. So, give the Positive Hack Camp as an opportunity to those who really need and want this to boost up their, let's call it career or path in cybersecurity. So this is the only thing. I just want to see people who need this, not just for fun or think they want to try cybersecurity. No, those who exactly know they want cybersecurity and need this. This is my goal. Of course, we won't find 100 people out of 100 who need this, but we'll try the best to gather more core community who will be beneficial from it. Because in the end, of course, community is huge, but the part of the community which is active and what's the word? Not the vocal, but it works. When the initiative like that is on top of the minds of the Minister of Digital of Indonesia, let's say. Isn't that a good thing? Of course, it's a good thing. When like citizens and beginners and students of Indonesia goes to a foreign country, get some really nice education, they bring something back to their country. Third is that's the third, right? So it's like also a third. So the second is like awareness, like marketing, PR. The third one is the business development, these kind of government relations things, and the fourth one is the community. This is my okay. I will elaborate more. I won't call out the names of the companies, but some certain companies do it like that. They release the page on the website, which is called blah blah blah.com/ambassador. And when you open that page, you see the form which says become our ambassador. You're like, what? What did I just read? Become your ambassador? Maybe I love you, but you offering me a form to fill a form to become your ambassador, which is a little bit weird for me. I don't know how about you guys, but for me it feels very weird. So like I'm filling the form, like my name is blah blah blah, I do this. I have to prove that I can be your ambassador or something like that. Okay, first of all, why should I, as the okay, let's put it like a company or some certain persons who is responsible for the ambassador program behind the company, is asking someone to prove to that he's like decent enough to become your ambassador. For me, it's super weird because ambassador comes from the heart, comes from the pure relationship between, okay, let's call it business, but whatever. But I built it, as you might felt. I built it through the personal. Of course, you love camp, you love all this stuff, but I'm sorry for saying like that. I don't like to tell about myself like that, but I love people, and I don't think that positive camp will be the same without me. So, yeah, because I built it. I built the ambassadorship and the community through the personal relationship, and I don't even call it a job. You know, sitting on Saturday here in my apartment, like in Moscow, stealing some time from my family. I might feel bad about it, but I do enjoy it. I do really enjoy these kind of things. I do enjoy sharing, giving and stuff. And this is the fourth point of that story. You build community like that. And if you ask me, if you ask me in your mind a tricky question, like, Alex, you spend a lot of money. How do you return that money? There is no way to return that, man. It's not possible. And not just because if it's not an investment to return that money later. You give to the community, and at the same time, you don't cross two paths: community and money. Those two lines have not, there is no chance they cross, right? You don't put these together, it's always separate. If you want to invest in the community, just invest and forget about it. Just give. That's how you do it. So this is the pure explanation of like why it's free, because we don't make money on the community. If you want to like a separate call someday, next time, I'll explain you more how it works. You invest money into the community here, you invest, give. Don't ask anything in return. And then Excel is becoming, I don't know, Minister of Digital of Indonesia. And he's like, yo, Positive is doing great things. I want to collab with them. That's it. That's how it works.
Based on love, right?
Yeah, exactly. Based on
Love
love.
and trust.
Yes.
Mm.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, 100%.
100% agree with this.
Okay, so right now we have a 27 audience. So, guys, if you have any question to ask for us, you can write it in chat after that cybersecurity, and I will read it for you and ask for to our speakers. But okay, what is our other question, Bayu? I mean, like, we want to give this our communities more about the experience of our last year. Maybe you guys can tell us about more detail about the last year experience. I mean, like, why people must join this event, this program.
So, can I also add to that question maybe? Uh, maybe more of how the camp has maybe affected your guys' career, maybe because this is you guys get an education kan, from this experience. Yeah, how has it changed your career? Is it more about networking or you gain more skills or something like that?
Okay. So for me, right, there are a few things that I have gained from this positive hack camp. So firstly is definitely knowledge. So coming from blue teaming, I definitely learned a lot about how the attacker, how an ethical hacker thinks and how they do things from their perspective. Because for me, I feel like no matter which field you're in, blue team, red team, you kind of have to also understand and know what each other is doing So you can't just like be in your own circle. Okay, I keep on doing blue team things. You won't be a great blue teamer or a great red teamer if you just keep to your own sections. So being able to understand from a different perspective and think how they think will actually help you better in your own categories. So yeah, that definitely increased my knowledge on ethical hacking and stuff. And I really like how they carry out the trainings. Like we have our trainings from morning until evening for every weekday. And then at the end of like the 2 weeks, we have like a exam period where we have like a 5 hour um time to solve like 3 boxes, and if we manage to pass that, then we'll get a certificate, something like that. So it's like a very fulfilling moment when I got my certificate, because I never will ever imagine that I can get a red team certificate in any field. Yeah, because I keep doing blue team stuff and then suddenly, oh, I get a red team certificate. Yeah, that's pretty fulfilling to me. And it also boosts my confidence from that points onwards in doing more cybersecurity related stuff. And second of all, I feel the very important stuff is building connections. I would like to give you an example because I'm still a student, so I don't have any career like progression or stuff to share. But one of my friends, he's also from Malaysia. He went to Positive Hack Camp, and then he made like a best friend from there, and he got a work opportunity from Singapore. So like literally straight after he came back from Positive Hack Camp, I think it's 1 or 2 months, then he straight away, yeah, go to Singapore. Yes.
Yeah,
So
I know that
yeah,
one.
I
Fantastic.
feel like the
I know,
connection,
I know
yeah.
this person.
Yeah, you know this person. So yeah, a lot of people who know us, they're like, oh my god, I also want to go to Positive Hack Camp and then go to work in Singapore. But yeah, the connection is very, very nice. Like until now, we are still in contact. We follow each other on Instagram, and then we um still like ask each other about their days, like what is going on in their life. It's very, very I think it's a very good thing. And lastly, it's just like the experience. Because we at first I thought it's like continuous studying throughout like the whole 2 weeks, no breaks. So because for my previous experience in other cybersecurity camps, it's that intense and hectic. Like we even have to how to say sacrifice our sleep hours to do the activities that they have for us. So joining this camp, I was like, oh my god, 2 weeks I'm not getting enough sleep. But then it's actually quite work-life balance, and they also like put in a little bit of outings and tours. They bring you to visit Moscow, so you actually get to um explore the city and not just like waste your flight ticket there to just study stuff. Yeah, so that's from my opinion.
I think it's my opinion.
Okay,
It's
okay,
staying
cool, cool.
sorry, with 1 yen. But
Easy
uh,
answer.
you know, Anga. It's like that. By the way, I think not just about skill and sorry connection and my career. By the way, I got a lot thing to boost my career and my connection. I think the career in the connection, it's not about just how to connect people, how to learn and how to study. I think how to collaborate that, how to your collaborating your skill and your collaborating about your connection. I think like that. It's become boost your life, your personal and your career. I think like that. Just like that.
Yeah, community wise, it's very important, guys, to stay
Yeah.
connected to. Even if you're a beginner, just start it. Just find some community, whatever it is, like hardcore, beginners community. Just find and stick to someone. eventually you'll feel you have to stick to those people or other people or stay alone for some time, but rarely you can stay alone somewhere. You have to, collab, build some relationships and friendship and stuff. Like for myself, imagine me a little bit more than a year ago. I joined the that was my literally first time being any close to cybersecurity. I had no idea what it was going on there. And just in a little bit more than 1 year, of course I travel a lot. Of course, like I'm going to these conference. Like next week I'm going to South Korea, then India, then China, then Singapore, then Malaysia. Only then I go back to home, like spending months and months outside of my home country, talking to people. But um, this is all this is it's all about, right? You build some connections. um, just don't try to push those connections really hard. Just make it genuine. Just uh, act like you act to your best friend. Don't try to milk that cow, that connection as a cow. Don't try to get everything you might think you can get from that person. No, just if you have questions, ask questions. If they have no answers, they have no answers. That's okay. Yeah, these things are very important also.
Yeah, okay, thank you guys for the answer. Maybe from the audience, is there any questions you guys would like to ask? Or maybe Excel, you wanna ask more?
Okay, so I'm going to announce. So right now, our event, this event is got streamed on YouTube too.
Ooh.
On our YouTube channel GDGoC UGM, and this is for the publication purposes. And basically for the next generation, if they search about positive hackcam, our YouTube video will be appear, right, and know what is positive hackcam is, right. And
Just make the title. Just make the title. Is Positive Hack Camp a scam?
bait, it's bait.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Okay, for the audience, this is a rare opportunity to get this opportunity, because last year I think the announcement of this program is not really that big, right? I mean,
Yeah,
like, I know from my campus, but not most of my friends know about this program, even though my university is already announced it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. By the
yeah,
way,
we
I
do
know
it
from
like
your campus too about
yeah,
that even positive hack games.
we don't run any major advertising campaigns. Because there is no need, just some social media and community connections. That is how I do my events, the Positive Hack Talks. I never spend a single cent of finding attendees. The only thing is talking to people. That's it.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, so right now we have one questions. Uh, you can see in the chat too. So the question is, I would like to ask about the program requirements. Is it necessary to already have strong or advanced skill in cybersecurity, or is the program designed for beginners who are still learning? And the second one is also, does the course start from the fundamentals, or is it more focused on advanced topics?
Yeah, I'll get to the answer. So if you're, well, we had some people like Astic who were a little bit maybe overskilled,
It's
Yeah,
here,
yeah, yeah.
but
bro.
The goats.
overskilled,
Yeah.
overskilled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
But generally we don't pick people who are overskilled. So yeah, I would agree with Van Yin here that maybe you have be a little bit more experienced than just the super basics. Some fundamentals to have some fundamentals is really nice to have. So if you know how to install packages, do some networking on CLI, understand the TCP/IP, the how the network works. If you ever tried Linux, or if Linux your base operating system, that's good to have. You will be feeling a significant advantage in the beginning of the camp, because otherwise you'll be stick with like, oh, how do I run that on CLI, stuff like that. So yeah, and that's the answer for the first question. So well, no advanced skills is needed, but the beginner skills nice to have. And the second question
Okay.
also, does the course start from the fundamentals or is more focused on advanced topics? No, it starts from fundamentals. But fundamentals are really, really quick. I believe it's just maybe a couple of hours in one day. And then you jump onto the web hacking or stuff like that.
Okay. So the other question is, I would like to ask if the program partially funded or fully funded. Okay, maybe we already mentioned, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, which one is fully
Everything is
funded or
covered. Like everything
Hmm.
is covered except the flight ticket, your laptop, and the visa application, which is like, I don't know, $20, something like that. The rest is covered. Education is covered, hotel is covered, food is covered, like everything.
Okay, and I want to ask too, if I want to put this program in my CV, what should I call it? Is this fully funded or partially funded? Because I think, in my opinion, this is a fully funded because everything is backed up by positive technologies, though.
Yeah, I think it's fully funded. You can call it fully funded because
Hmm.
commute is not a part of the program technically.
Yes, true. Okay. What else, Bayu? What question? Wait, let us see the question list first, okay? Wait a minute. Bayu, Bayu, do you have any question? There is still someone
Um,
that is typing though.
I think all my questions have been answered already.
Okay, okay. By the way, I want to ask too about this 2026 because the rumor is we are going to face a World War Three, right? I mean, like war
Okay.
in everywhere. Yeah, and how is cybersecurity can give aspect to the war? I mean, like you guys really should have like a news about the World War Three and something, right? Is there something can you guys tell us about the advancement? Yeah, about the news. But now, what happened is now, but in the world.
Uh,
Alex.
well, I have to be uh, cautious and careful answering these kind of
Yeah,
questions.
yeah, it's okay, it's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
No, it's okay. No, I'm not. I'm not.
just just a little
Well,
bit
no,
because
the reason is
mm,
that I'm kind of outside of the the politics. Well, answering these kind of questions always involves you mentioning certain countries and stuff, which is I always trying to avoid. I'm the guy of the worldwide, and I don't really, well, I care about what is happening and stuff, but I just trying to be very neutral. Anyways, I just wanted to share you one thing which might highlight some things of what's happening around. I think at the point of the Positive Hack Camp 2025, we haven't announced debugs yet. It's like debugs. Let me drop the link to you, whatever.
what is that? What
These
is
Tool
debugs?
for check the
Oops.
debugs.
security
Oh,
researcher.
Yeah, yeah, it's debugs. It's the database of the vulnerabilities, the researcher profiles and stuff. So technically, it's a tool for everyone from cybersecurity, for CISOs, blue teamers, red teamers, hackers, whoever. So you can find some nice stuff over there. And I'm product owner of that project, and I'm pushing it really hard. And when I was mentioning that I'm doing the platform for the community, this will be the future platform for the community, but it's too early to speak about that. And why I started to talk about it. We have people who is watching the news, worldwide news about cybersecurity, and right now we're posting those news on the debug's Twitter. And over there, you can find some news related to the active APTs from the certain countries, from the certain parts of the world involved in the Ukraine today. So you might catch some nice like insights from there. Um, but I mean, man, overall, cybersecurity is a huge part of any war these days. Obvious things, but yeah.
Okay, I see. So debugs. This is new for me because I'm not really into cybersecurity. My background. Okay, let me see. I try. Okay, so basically, debugs is about news.
No, debugs. Sorry, I sent you actually the wrong link. I mean,
Hmm.
I sent you the right link, but the correct link will be slash about. So you can read
Oh,
about the
here.
product on the same page. It's the database of the vulnerabilities, these trends, and all the informations on the CVE. So let's say you open the CVE of, I don't know, Microsoft SharePoint, and you have all the references post ever posted about the vulnerability on Twitter, on Reddit, on the CVE.org, on Mitre, whatever it is, and you have the weakness enumerations, affected products, and stuff like that. And I started to mention that not because I wanted to highlight debugs, but that we posting some news on Twitter under the name of debugs, and soon we'll be launching the news section on the debugs, where you can source some nice information out of it.
So right now, positive technologies have a lot of products. Yeah, if I can
Yeah,
say.
it is also the same community initiative I'm talking about. This is the pure community initiative that we give,
Oh,
because you might find I don't know what is that vulners exploit DB that you might use to search some information on the vulnerabilities. But those are good tools, great tools, but most of them are paid. You have to pay some certain amount of money to to use them in full, while we do the same and for free for the community. That's what I call give to the community, not only the events. I have many things that I'm giving to the community. So
okay. Okay, because this is already 2041. For any other audience, if you have any question, please ask right now, and and I'm going to read it to ask to our speakers. And yeah, and if there's no question, hmm, maybe is there something that you guys want to highlight about? I mean, like we are going to have a closing after this, to 2045.
I think there's a question.
There's a question. So there's a
Oh, there's a
question.
question, new
Maybe
question. All right.
it's
Okay,
both.
so the question is, will the program focus more on theory or hands-on practice?
It's both. It's both. I would say it's like I don't know, 60% theory and 40% practice.
Okay. Any other question for our 28 audience? While we are waiting for any other question, I want to ask about your last message to our audience in here, starting from One Yin first. Your message for the participant. It can be like for the PHC participant 2026 or about your journey or about something. It's okay.
Mm,
Just be yourself.
okay. Um, I think I'll give a message about life in general. So, if you're thinking about it, just do it because you never know um how it will go. So, yeah.
Okay, cool. Next, Anga. What is your last message?
I think the last message for everyone that want to join in cybersecurity. I think um keep learning, keep uh stuck doing home lab, uh, please green yourself every day to become more advanced for your skill and etc. That's
Oh, from
grinding like
Alex.
grinding like like astic, you know, astic. Grinding like astic and one yin. It's really nice.
Green
Green
hair.
every day.
Green hair. Okay. From
Yeah,
you, Alex.
from my side, guys, I started from that. Keep be curious. That is the most important thing. I cannot be short on that. Uh, I once again, I'm not a hacker, right? But I definitely have the hacker mind, and I always, maybe since from the childhood, I was like looking at people doing certain things, doing in the how they call it or think the proper way to do that, and I was like, why should I do the same? I just don't want to do the same. Why should I like follow the certain steps to achieve this or that um, from the childhood? And then maybe I don't know, maybe 5, 10 years ago, I started to, well, I'm a big fan of automation. Automation is the kind of hacking because you searching for the way to stop doing monkey job, save your time and save your money
Making
and spend your
process.
time to, improve the process, make it better, make it faster. This is the hacking, right? I mean, yeah, hacking a company and finding the vulnerability is a kind of different thing, but the way of thinking is the same. So guys, curiosity. uh, Sorry for being very obvious, but try to put yourself outside of the box. Try just spend your time on stupid things you ever found. Just spend your time on that. Like, what if I do this or that? And then like you spend like an hour doing some kind of crazy, I don't know, piece of something. And I was like, damn, I waste my time. No, you didn't actually. You tried. You know that it doesn't work, and next time you try something different. So curiosity. Stay curious.
Stay curious. Okay, about curiosity, this is our
Yeah,
first day
Spy
about
Kids,
talks.
Spy Kids, Spy Kids. Yusuf is messaging very, very, very important point. Spy Kids. I maybe I'm not correct on what he's
Like
putting
it's
behind those words, but I have two kids, right? 7 and 4 years old. The 4 years old is like out of his mind, not at that level yet, but 7 years old, he is pure. He's the kids are the hackers because they don't know the rules. They don't follow the rules. They do some stuff outside of nowhere, like, oh, I'm gonna do this. And you're like, wow, the way you think is like really, really impressive because and you, Anga, Wan Yin, you all like, you're in the box a little bit, right? The box is half on your head. The kids are different. Spy Kids, look at the kids. How do they approach things?
Okay, cool. Talking about curiosity, this is our first day about talk session, right? Yeah, and here we are discussing and raising awareness, and then talking about the experience about the speakers and raising about curiosity. We have a day two talks about workshop. Can you introduce us about the Hair Muhammad and the bounty things? It will be really exciting for tomorrow, right, Alex?
Yeah, it's gonna happen tomorrow. You remind the audience the correct timing because it's a little bit outside of my head. But speaking of Mohammed, I just give you some personal things about him. First, I met Hussein. Hussein, as I mentioned, that's his older brother who is like, I don't know, top 10 or top 20 back crowd back hunters. Which is like, the tops on the platforms are a little bit tricky. They based on the points, not on the actual experience and the payouts. So he might be even higher, like, I don't know, top 5, whatever. He's really crazy good. And his younger brother Mohammed, he's also back hunter, less experienced but still very, very good. And he's a very open-minded and very friendly guy. He's from Lebanon, as well as his brother. And well, I met him first time in India last year in Ahmedabad during the B-Sides conference. and then we spent some time in Brazil before and after the Positive Hack talks. And we've been, spending some time in the hotel room together. Oh, my kids are knocking the door, so I moved to another room because they are going to be very noisy. So we've been spending some time in the hotel room together, and he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna study you to how to use the burp suit. I'm gonna study to you to how to hack a little bit." I was like, man, yeah, I don't have enough time, but if you teach me a little bit, that will be really nice. So tomorrow he's gonna be doing some and presenting some basics into the bug bounty, how you approach, what is the bug bounty, how it works, what are the programs, how are the programs diversified, how are the payouts diversified on the program, what you can be paid for, how to achieve this and that, how to write up the good report, which essentially means explaining your findings to the vendor, and how to get your first money. So this is what he's going to be sharing tomorrow. And Mohammed is a kind of person which can do that really, really in an easy and understandable way.
See, yeah, because I see like the experience of the hair is a lot of things too, and yeah, I also believe like the Hussein is more like the expert of experts, right? In bug
Yeah.
bounty things. Cool, cool, nice idea. Okay, so because this is already 2050, right now we already do the closing. Before we do the closing, we are going to have a documentation first. So right now, let's be ready for our documentation, and I will lead for our documentation. Okay. Uh, wait. Okay. Just like this. Okay, the documentation is it should be ready, right? Regan? Okay. In count 1 to 3, okay? There's 1, 2, 3. Cheese. Okay. In count 1, 2, 3 again. So in GDGoC we have our logo like this. Can we do this, guys? Okay. Wow, it's very cool. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. One more gaya. Random. The most you guys like. Okay.
One more pose.
One more pose. Pose. All right.
Okay, let's do it.
One, 2, 3.
Ala.
Okay. Sip. Finish. Okay, Bayu. We
really
have
miss.
our closing.
Okay. So let me close this session for today. Yeah. So before we part ways, so I want to say thank you so much for you guys for coming to today's session, and thank you for sharing your incredible insights, and also sharing your guys' experience from Positive Hack Camp. And I hope it is valuable for all of you who attended this session tonight. And of course, your expertise and experience have been made this session so invaluable for everyone here. So with that being said, this brings us the end to our DGDOC Explosive Hack Camp sharing session. So on behalf of the entire organizing community, I would like to sincerely apologize for any mistakes that have may occurred, and I truly hope that the insights shared today have provided a valuable lesson for you all. So my name is Bayu, and I am signing off as the moderator for today's session. So thank you so much for everyone for the incredible energy tonight, and we're looking forward to the next GDGOC session, which is tomorrow. Thank you all, thank you guys, and thank you to the speakers.
Yay.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Thank you so
Alex.
Alex.
much for
Thank
coming,
you,
guys.
Angin.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Angin.
Angga.
Have a nice
Thank you
day
so
for
much.
Thank
today.
you,
Love
Thank
you,
Onion.
you
love
so much
you.
for attending
Thanks,
Yeah,
GDGOC
y'all.
yeah, it's
for
gonna
this
hug,
session.
hug.
Hugs.
Thank you. Thank